Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were flown around for free in Nigeria by a fugitive airline boss who's wanted in the US. God, these bozos are dumb. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and you have no idea how many takes it took for me to say that headline. I'm going to have to stitch that together and post it on Patreon. Thanks to everybody who's over there. I will give you a Patreon exclusive. This happens all the time, but that was too funny. But speaking of funny, oh my God, how dumb are these guys? These guys are so dumb. Now, they've already tried to put their pushback out there. They've responded and explained the scenario, how it wasn't really, they didn't know. And maybe they didn't know, but let's tell you what they're caught doing, okay? So they were flown around for free in Nigeria with top-tier treatment by an airline whose chairman is a fugitive, wanted in the US for over $20 million in laundering money from Nigeria. Taking the money and laundering it, like, not a good look, guys. Not a good look. This is Dr. Allen, we're gonna call him Onyema, founder of Nigerian airline Air Peace. He provided all the free flights. He's facing multiple charges linked to millions of dollars worth of alleged fraud. Now, they were flown around for free. This Dr. Allen, the founder of the airline, offered these free flights for them for their 3-day tour in Nigeria to celebrate Harry's 10 years of Invictus games on their Nigeria privacy tour. However, Daily Mail exclusively revealed that he's also a wanted man in the US, facing multiple charges linked to millions of dollars worth of alleged fraud, set down in a federal indictment set in November of 2019. Stanley Lisa at Air Peace said the Sussexes were given the complimentary flights by the CEO along with everything they wanted because they're royals. Well, let's correct you right now. They're not. No longer working royals. I guess technically Harry will always be the son of, the king or the brother of the king. Closer, but no. This idea that they're royals is insane. And again, this is more proof that they're using their royal name to get freebies, to work with government officials. This is really bad. This is really, really bad that they're allowed to just keep going out there and doing this, posing as fake royals. And everybody keeps wondering, Andy, why do you keep reporting on them? Who cares? This is why I care. I do. Now I've come to report on this long enough and invested in this long enough to see this is a problem. They aren't royals. They gave up the title of royals. They were supposed to go make movies and do stuff in Hollywood. This isn't Hollywood behavior. They're politicians. They're out there like royals, but they're anti-royals. This is a huge conflict of interest. So yeah, this is why we report on it. This is why it's problematic. And this whole trip to Nigeria is such a joke. Every outfit she wore is now out there being sold and merch as opportunities. They can't do anything actual charitable. It's all for their own self-worth. That's what they do. That's what they're known for. So anyway, fast forward, here we go. They played some game here. Of course, Harry had to get in there too because he's not wounded, but apparently the other people are. But he's still got to get in there and pretend like he's wounded while he's playing with wounded military personnel, and he lost the game. The indictment accuses Dr. Allen of allegedly using his status as a prominent business leader and airline executive to launder more than $20 million from Nigeria through U.S. bank accounts. Maybe now we wonder why Harry and Meghan are with them. Birds of a feather. Sounds like Archewell Foundation, if you ask me. Using his status as a prominent leader, an executive, to launder more than $20 million from Nigeria through the banks. Interesting. So they're out there on a Nigerian tour because she's home, guys. She's back home. And meanwhile, the Nigerian women are out there like, what? Just prove it. We don't believe this for a second. But they're out there doing this whole big tour of Nigeria. They didn't bring anything. No gifts, nothing to the kids, nothing. Not even like free jars of jam. No, nothing. And they're being flown around for free. They're being flown around for free, which, mind you, Harry's the head of Travelist about sustainable travel and travel more sustainable and, be more conscious of how you use it. Meanwhile, they're jetting around in a private plane for free with complimentary stuff to be treated like royals. And this company that's doing it is stealing and laundering money from Nigeria. These guys are bozos. How did you not look this up better? When someone offers you something for free, Harry and Meghan, you got to do your homework. They're offering it for free because they're probably trying to use you for something. You should know better. You know how that works. So when someone's doing it to you, you got to take a few more minutes on the Google to look up, well, who's this company, who's behind it, etc. They don't care. They don't ever do the homework. The free flights to Nigeria with complimentary stuff on the flight with all our friends. Sign us up. Oh, you idiots. Now, there is no suggestion that either Harry or Meghan were aware of his history before they met him. He told the Mirror the planes were chartered. It was just the royals and their entourage. They were not flying with other passengers. We understand that they are royals. So we gave them top tier treatment on board. They were given everything they wanted. My God, what does that mean? It was an exclusive experience, and we flew them back in the evening. Everything was complimentary. So charitable. He added the chairman of the Airpeace gave Prince Harry and his wonderful wife, Meghan, free flights to Lagos and back as part of his contribution to the successful hosting of the couple. So they got more free travel. They don't have to pay for a thing. What's all the Archer wealth money going towards? What the hell? They are the biggest freeloaders I've ever met. In total, the couple, I mean, this isn't funny, but I have to laugh or I'd lose my mind. In the total, the couple and their entourage flew 664 miles on a 120-seat plane, creating around 12 tons of carbon emissions. The average annual carbon footprint for 1 year is about 4 tons. So they spent 12 tons, which again, can I just remind you again, Prince Harry is the biggest hypocrite on planet Earth. This is a charity of his. This is a nonsense charity. He doesn't even practice what he preaches. Travel more travels. Make sure you make more sustainable choices, like flying for free with Nigerians' corrupt leaders, so they can fly you and your friends all over there on a plane that could have way more people. But no, you're royals, so we get to take advantage. But all you plebs, you must be more careful. Founded by Prince Harry, Travelist is a coalition of some of the biggest names in travel to make money pretending like we're doing good when we're not. That's Prince Harry in a nutshell. Whew, but anyway, yeah, so huge carbon footprint against everything Harry's done. Swapping figures left some angry at the Sussex for being hypocritical. Yep, as they've launched the Travelist initiative. He spent 3 years as the face of that company, encouraging tourism to become more sustainable, despite his obsession over private jets. Like his father, King Charles, who has spoken out for more than 50 years on issues such as sustainable and climate change, Harry has also been a vocal champion, but he doesn't practice what he preaches. Look at these two, bringing his whole Netflix crew, the whole thing to make a new PR campaign to make them look like they are big deals. They're not. They're not big deals. They're phonies. And they surround themselves with the charities that allow them because they are desperate for attention. Invictus Games has so many veterans complaining about it. They are a complete joke. A complete joke. This is just awful. She does all these photo ops and video, all these outfits being up for sale now. This is sickening, man. This is sickening. Alan, his status as a wealthy businessman turned out to be a fraud. He corrupted the U.S. banking system, but his trail of deceit and trickery came to a skidding halt. If only that happens to Meghan and Harry. The indictment goes on to allege that he set up various innocent-sounding multi-million-dollar asset purchases, which were nothing more than alleged fronts or scams. I think Harry and Meghan have a few of those too. It states that he is the founder and chairman of several organizations across Nigeria, including the Foundation of Ethnic Harmony, International Center of Nonviolence, Peace, Development, All-Time Peace. Again, does this remind you of anything? Does this remind you of anything? Oh my goodness. All these weird random places, these random, broad, confusing things. Yes. I wonder who else would, oh, right. Them. Airpeace's chief administration has also been charged. My goodness, both men were charged on 1 count of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, 3 counts of bank fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to commit credit application fraud, 3 counts of credit application fraud. However, it is understood that they've denied all the claims. So there you go. It's not true. It's not true. What do you believe? This comes after it was alleged that King Charles was absolutely furious that the trip had taken place anyway. Author Tom Quinn said everything you might expect from an official royal visit was there. The receptions, the visits to schools and charities, the wounded soldiers, the disabled, Meghan and Harry's speeches, and their whole attitude has been designed to give the impression that they are still fully paid up royals, and William and his father don't like it one bit. Harry and Meghan appear to have gone rogue, adding for Charles and Williams, if it's Meghan or Harry saying, we don't need your permission to be working royals. We will do it on our own terms whenever and wherever we like. Now, look, this is the issue. This is the issue. This is not a private visit. They exploited the royal status, the very limit in every way, trying to give them the impression it's the real thing. And of course they are completely frozen out, crossed out. And everyone's like, oh, and even Harry tried to paint it like, oh, the king doesn't care about him. No. This is ludicrous what they're doing. Now they're out there trying to push back. Of course, the pushback sources claim they defended the couple. They said that they didn't know this, yada, yada, yada. A source close to Meghan and Harry says the couple's travel to Nigeria was organized by the Nigerian chief of defense staff, who I think was also charged. The source also pointed out that Air Peace is the largest airline in Nigeria and West Africa and has daily flights. Reports that at least one other regional kings whom Harry had met had major tussles with U.S. law enforcement. Prince Harry has been blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so they're trying to distance themselves, but guys, do your homework better. If you want to avoid this kind of thing, don't go. You're not royals. Literally, Nigeria is confusing you and thinks you're royals. And you exploited it, taking all the freebies you can get. You two are despicable. You're phonies. You're frauds. That's why we keep reporting on it. That's why I'm going to continue to report on it. And if you want to hear more updates daily on this 2-0 and the whole royal news, hit that button, hit the bell for all alerts so you get notified. Hit that thumbs up and leave your comments down below. We're getting close to 100K. We are doing this together. I'm feeling it. I'm so glad I'm back in studio. We got so much coming. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you more about the documentary we're doing about Harry and Meghan. Oh, there's so much coming. Join us over on Patreon as well. If you go, I'll put that that special members-only post of my flubs. You're going to enjoy it. Click the little Andy logo there. It's the little one next to the popcorn logo. It's my Patreon button. You can click the videos, but click the Patreon one. Join over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.